Hi, my name is Vigar, and in this channel I share my honest opinion about content moderation, upgrade study, and my journey. And recently I got transitioned from moderator to quality analyst, and I was so excited because it's a new role. But my first week was so eye-opening. What I thought about QA was it's just basically a part of moderation, and I was so happy that I don't have to do much more moderation. So that was like my main part, and we are just going to do meeting kind of stuff. So that was my honest expectation, but the reality, oh god. The reality is different. Moderator, you only need to work on one project, but when I got transitioned to QA, I was handled with 8 different projects with a different level of policy and different level of SOPs. So that for a person who just came with only one policy, like one process knowledge, and you are transitioning that person to 8 different projects, then it was so difficult. But yeah, somehow I managed, and it's like learning from the mistakes. So what was happening, like I was just missing off all like different project from one project in another, and that was causing a lot of problem for me. But eventually it's a time, and then I somehow get adapt with it as soon as possible, and I was able to mitigate much more of error. As QA, you are not supposed to do much more of error. You are there for quality, and your decision has a lot of impact, while as a moderator decision is not finalized. So you are very responsible as a QA. So that was like my first expectation reality hit. And secondly, the data analytical part, where it's come like you have to do the RCS, which is root cause analysis. As a moderator, you just come here, you just moderate and go, and you just appeal for the case where you feel like you should be right, and you give your opinion on that. But as a QA, you need to look from the overall perspective. As a moderator, I was never was a part of highest stakeholder meeting, but when I transitioned to QA, and it's all about a higher stakeholder meeting most of the time, and your TL is just going to support you mostly, and you are giving him the result, and he's just guiding you well. That's like, I feel like as a QA, like TL QA doesn't have much more responsibility than QA itself. You have lots of, and we also do the partner, we also do the in-house. So partners, we have to explain to them, we have to explain the in-house team as well, and we have to make sure every route are connected with us so that we don't leak anything. We should make sure the platform even is safe, which is the main goal of a QA. I'd like to highlight like key challenges that I faced from transitioning from moderator to QA. And the first is the process knowledge. As a moderator, I also have been transitioned to different projects. I started with our own round 2 project, and then we moved to project like playback, and then like in last like 3-4 months we moved to holistic. So, and as a QA, I was responsible for 8 different projects, and thankfully among that 8, 2 projects was already within my scope. So I just need to learn 6 different projects, but that was not easy because those 6 projects has their own SOPs and their own way of moderation, which does not match. Second thing is about my score metrics. As a moderator, it was very simple. You know what you have to do. You have to do this much of productivity, then you have to maintain this much of your utilization, and then you have to target for your accuracy. And as a QA, obviously quality is the main aspect here, but the way I have been surrounded was much more of a different score metrics, which was not same for as moderator. Here you have other key responsibilities and KPIs that you need to match every month, and not much. I mean, accuracy is a part. As a QA, you will going to get that eventually. It's not like something every case you do, every judgment you make, you need to be responsible for it, and you have to answerable for with higher stakeholder if you make any big mistake. So it's up to you. If you sign up being a QA, it's your basic thing. You can't mess up with your quality because you are a quality analyst. And second thing is about your ECs, extra contribution that you can add on, so that the project become much more smoother, so that any decision you think you need to be highlighted above can make a change in the project, and that's how you're going to be evaluated much more than like quality thing. And as a QA, I think all QA will going to be of your same knowledgeable. It's about experience, but the knowledge of the process and policy remain, I think, same for most of the QA. I mean, some has different opinion, but the opinion need to be valid with particular guidelines. So that's the second challenge. And the third is the main thing which excites me about quality analyst is the analytical part. You get a lot of access with lots of data, and you can analyze it and make a really good report. So like as a moderator, it's hardly you would do this kind of thing unless you are like the main moderator or like something that DL need in support in the absence of like advisor. But there is a dedicated position, so moderator usually don't do that, but you can do that to learn your upgrade yourself, which I did when I was a safe leader. So I already have few data analytical knowledge. But when I become QA, you you have a lot of resources, you have lots of data, and now you are going to make a good report of it. That was my part, and I started working on different stuff already, and it's still in working process, but you need to make sure these are the things that make the process a bit smoother and can add it on the extra contribution, so that your monthly performance look nice, or like your mid-year or annual review looks nice. So that's a part. And like it's not easy, obviously. Any job is not easy, to be honest, but the transition, I feel like a bit of burnout in my first week. This is my second week, and I'm slowly adapting it. But thankfully, like when I was moderator, I did have a bit of knowledge with management skills, which I gained when I was a shift leader as a moderator. So that helps a lot. And moreover, I'm also like not able to adjust myself with this new location, but I'm trying, and it's a part. I'm also really sorry for not uploading a lot of video, because I need to find a good room, I need to set up my room, and then I need to also look around the surroundings. So that took me like this week off, so that's why I was not able to upload in the last week. But from now I am all set, and also the recent incident in Nepal and the layoff in Mumbai also hit so badly. So like things are not going right, but that does not mean I will not going to provide quality content to you guys. So make sure to hit the like button, subscribe the channel for more such video, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care, bye. Peace.